my next question I want to ask, like, say if you got somebody who, you know, you bringing on to your team, and he did you training him to be a decoy or whatever for bite work or whatever. Uh, what is this something you gotta be looking for in that particular person to do that kind of work, or
Then he that's a good question because I started him like that. He didn't know anything when he met me. I taught him everything. How he a good decoy now. So I just look for you to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you look at somebody who when you're a coach looking at somebody a player. You know what I'm saying? You looking for somebody who listening, who listening to you for sure, and then applying it to the training. You know, uh, yeah, you gotta have go when you're a decoy. Decoying ain't for the weak. Let me tell you that. It's not for the weak. Especially listen, let me tell you. And then in the summertime, you're gonna be throwing up. You're gonna be throwing up. So you gotta think about it. The suit. The suit alone is probably like how much you think the suit weigh? Yeah, about 80 to 100, 80 to 100 pounds for the suit.
wow.
Then you got a dog on you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's 90 degrees outside, and it hurt. It ain't for the weak. You know what I'm saying? So I look for a strong minded person, that want to do that. That's gonna be passionate about it. Like that I ain't gotta be all right. You getting in the suit today, you Drake getting in the suit, they like, I'm ready to get in the suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, man, how if you if you can, like, clip that mic off real quick and just hand it to him. I want to ask him. I want to ask him. I want to hear. I want to hear his thoughts on this real quick.
Yeah, because he can explain better than I can as far as like, you know, start from the beginning and just get the feel for the first bite and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
I wanna hear what he got to say on this, man. 'Cause, I mean, that take a lot of courage to
Oh
be
yeah.
doing that, man.
And then a lot of people be like, yeah, a lot of people like, nah, how did you get in that suit? Like, you crazy.
All right. What what was the experience like for you? The first time suiting up and actually having that dog come charging at you full speed, ready to bite.
All
What?
right. Well, it wasn't really like that at first, though, man. It was, man. We didn't even have a suit, man. And
Yeah.
bruh, man.
No, he been
And
there. Probably had a sleeve or
like,
something.
I didn't know nothing about dogs, like he said, man. And like, this is my brother.
Yeah.
My I'm married to a
My
sister.
yeah.
Right.
So, and when I first met him, man, we've been met, but when I first like really came around, you know what I mean? Because I was like, I wasn't really social. So I really came around and I knew he trained dogs. And then, he's like, man, y'all got him out in the garage right now. And
Right.
I was like, let me see. And when I went outside and he was showing me shit, I'm like, damn, man, you really know how to do this shit? I ain't never seen, nobody do this before. And it was damn, damn it, like we were like, you only see this shit on TV though, for you know what I mean? You don't ever see like, you know,
Right.
a young, person, doing stuff like this though. And it was like shocking. And I was like, and it was crazy. And I was like, man, you got anybody help you? And he was like, oh, I do this shit by myself. And he had like 6 kennels in there. All of them had dogs in there. And I'm like, he said, yeah, I'm training all of them. And I'm like, man. He said, man, if you really want it, he said, man, shit, 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I pulled up at 7 o'clock the next day. And it's been ongoing ever since. But we didn't start with a suit, man. He had a sleeve, man, with no gullet, man. And no gullet, man. And he was like, man, shit, you really, he's like, come on, we about to go to the field. And we went to the field, I put the thing on. And he was like, man, you're gonna feel something though, but it ain't gonna be like he like actually on you. And I'm like, all right. So when he sent, it's actually on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but his page, Instagram, but it's probably all like close to the bottom. But man, he bit me, and I like, wait, jump. You feel me? Because I feel like you feel the pressure. You feel the pressure. You feel the pressure because when he did it, he had Ace right in front of me, and he was like right before my side. He was holding my shoulder. He's like, all right, now put your arm out. He was holding my arm. He said, he told him Ace, the command word. Bah, he hit me. And I was like, damn. Shit, you feel the pressure, then you feel a pinch. And it's a mad pinch, man.
That pinch is
And
and
I'm gonna be honest though, man. Like I kind of like fell in love with it, man. And it was like, and then actually after I kept going, he kept teaching me, and I'm starting to see, and I'm starting doing my own, like, you know, homework, going home, watching YouTube, doing different things, and everything that's on YouTube is coming to play with him from teaching me. And I'm like, dang, and everything.
Well, if you feel like I'm teaching you wrong, go look it up. I promise you, you're gonna fall in line. Like everything gonna fall in line.
Right.
One thing they probably can't hear me, but one thing I want to say about decoying is it's an art. It's an art. It ain't just like it's a combat type of thing. It ain't just like you let the dog bite you. See,
like you gotta
think that. No, a real decoy is reading the dog.
You gotta know what he needs at that moment.
The job is for a decoy is to give the handler what the handler needs.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. For his dog, we're trying to train his dog. So whether it's putting a lot of pressure on the dog, like when the dog
hold on 1 month.
Okay.
Get him the mic back real quick. Cause I don't want people to miss no valuable information.
This is important though. So yeah, well, like I was saying, decoying it's an art. It's not just a dog biting on you. You know, it's kind of like as a decoy, you need to be able to get a handler what they need for that for their dog. You know what I mean? So when you're doing decoy work, like I said, it's just not about the dog biting you. It's about you being able to put pressure on the dog. You know, teaching the, like I told you, we gonna go, that pressure gonna follow you all the way through into personal protection work. When you put pressure on the dog, teaching the dog how to turn it off, how to counter. Meaning, like, if I grab the dog foot, I don't want the dog to let go the bite. You know, the dog need to be able to stay on the bite regardless of what's going on. Like, you know, if I'm pinching the dog, if the dog's feet leave the ground, the dog need to be able to stay on. It's the decoy's job to read the dog, to know, oh, he's about to let go. What do I need to do? What do I do now to keep this dog engaged with me? You know what I mean? That's not on the handler. You know, that's not on the person that's telling the dog to bite. I'm just telling the dog bite. I need the decoy to be the one to keep my dog and train my dog and teach my dog. You know what I mean? So when the dog bite me like this and he's slipping, what do you do, decoy? The dog's slipping. I step into the dog, let the dog get some more of me. And when he do, make sure that I express that with a marker, meaning like I'm gonna get a dog a reaction. So when I'm teaching dogs how to counter and stuff like that, how to re-bite and re-grip and stuff like that, when the dog's biting me, say the dog bite me like this, and he's getting real frustrated, I'm just sitting here. The moment the dog pushes into me and get more of me, I start to react, whether it's making a noise or making a movement that's gonna stimulate the dog and that's gonna be gratifying to the dog, you know, as far as him feeling like he's doing something, like I'm prey. We go back into that. So me just sitting still at moments, that get a clarity of when he's sitting still, if I want to get a reaction out of him, get more of him. So that teaches the dog push, you know. And once I start reacting when the dog do that, he's going to do that behavior more. You know what I mean? Or when I grab the dog's foot, that means bite. The answer to the question is get more of me. When I touch your foot, get more of me. And when you do that, I'm gonna let you go. So that way, anything I start to do to the dog, whether I pick up something and hit the dog with it, that's gonna make the dog go harder, not let go. So it's the decoy's job to teach the dog all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Whether it's, and a lot of times, I might be talking about too much, but we when you teaching bite work, you see a lot of dogs that want to play tug of war. They want to naturally, dogs want to pull. When I'm teaching bite work, I want you to do the opposite. I want you to push towards the man. Don't try to grab me and pull with me. I want you to bite, push into your man. You know what I mean? So it's ways to teach that, to get a dog to stop trying to pull away and play tug, to start to push forward. So that's the decoy's job too.